This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Law enforcement struggled to keep up with violators during seatbelt emphasis patrols Wednesday in Moses Lake. Grant County 5th graders learned all about renewable energy during the annual solar car races and energy fair. A can of hairspray is to blame for shattering a Vancouver woman's windshield.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Law enforcement struggled to keep up with violators during seatbelt emphasis patrols Wednesday in Moses Lake. During a 4-hour period, 101 vehicles were stopped on West Broadway Avenue with 56 tickets handed out for people not wearing a seatbelt, 10 for child cart seat violations, and another 14 for using a cell phone and texting. Sergeant Josh Sainsbury, dressed in plain clothes, stood at the intersection of Broadway and South Alder Street, relaying violators to law enforcement from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, Moses Lake Police Department, and Washington State Patrol, positioned a few blocks away. In total, 95 citations were written and 20 warnings given for various violations. The extra patrols are funded by the Washington Traffic Safety Commission in conjunction with the statewide high-visibility seatbelt emphasis patrols. Washington has adopted Target Zero with a goal to reduce traffic fatalities and serious injuries on state roadways to zero by the year 2030. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News. Grant County 5th graders learned all about renewable energy during the annual solar car races and energy fair. Each May, hundreds of 5th graders are invited to the educational event put on by Grant PUD, REC Silicon, Puget Sound Energy, the Moses Lake School District, and Big Bend Community College. Students prepare for the Wednesday and Thursday races by constructing their own solar-powered cars in class, with kits provided by REC and Grant PUD, before facing off on the track against classmates. Along with the races, students were able to visit a variety of stations where they learned about renewable energy in the Columbia Basin, including hydro and wind power. REC Silicon officials also demonstrated how solar panels are made, and Grant PUD employees taught the dangers of power lines. There were also hands-on stations giving students an opportunity to learn how people harness and use renewable energy. The annual solar car races and energy fair is used to supplement students' science and math curriculum. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
It's a sight she never expected to see. Carmen Ayers walked to her car after work Tuesday and noticed something in her windshield.
Saw my window and instantly I thought something fell from the sky.
She soon realized it was from inside.
Sure enough, it was my hairspray that exploded, and it was in the back seat.
The temperature outside was in the 90s that day, creating the circumstances for an aerosol can to explode.
But it must have just shot, through the back seat, up through to, because it was right here, which, I don't know. That's a far distance to travel, and at a lot of force to be able to break the windshield.
It doesn't read it correctly through glass, though.
Oh.
Armed with a temperature reader, Portland Fire Lieutenant Rich Chapman shows us that even on a day like this, with temperatures in the 70s, cars can quickly get dangerously hot.
They say at 90 degrees that the interior of the car can reach well over 140 degrees in less than 30 minutes.
Aerosol cans, no matter what's inside, hairspray, bug spray, or sunscreen, cannot sustain temperatures above 120 degrees.
When things heat up, it expands. So especially when you have those pressurized containers, if things are expanding in those pressurized containers, at some point, it's going to want to release.
That's what happened to Carmen's hairspray earlier this week.
She had a missile in her car.
Chapman says she's lucky she wasn't in the car.
And you saw the damage that did to the windshield there. That certainly could do a lot of damage if it was to strike somebody.
Going forward, Carmen says she hopes this is a cautionary tale for everyone.
I just never thought it would happen to me.
From the iFIBER 1 Weather Center, I'm Jeff Slakey taking a look at the basin's forecast. For your Monday, upper 80s and clear skies. Clear skies all throughout the week. For Tuesday, low 90s. Down to the 70s for Wednesday, but then back up near 80 for Thursday and Friday. The weekend is looking good, upper 80s, near 90. For iFIBER 1, I'm Jeff Slakey.
This is iFIBER One News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.